Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Long time no see. I haven't done a video in quite a while and I thought I was just in the mood last night to film a video, and I thought I would just film a really fun video that we can all relate to, because 2020 has been a bit of a ride. Scuppered a lot of plans for a lot of us, let's put it like that. So I thought I would make a list of all the items on my Disney bucket list that I was gonna tick off, hopefully some this year. Actually, I probably wasn't going to tick that many off, maybe like one, but it has not happened. And I thought, let's just go through some, and I would really love to hear your Disney bucket list items in the comments below. I'm so out of practice filming videos. 2020 has been a ride, hasn't it? 2020 has been a ride, but I am trying to reframe it as a positive thing, where it has given me the opportunity to stay home and save some money. I've been very fortunate that I have been working all the way through, and I know how fortunate I am, and it's allowed me to put some savings aside so that I can then go and achieve some of these kind of Disney dreams, let's call them. And I don't think it'll be this year. I think if anything it's going to be next year. And Adam and I have a nice little trip to Wales planned for my birthday in August, but apart from that, no other plans this year, and I don't think there will be any unless it gets drastically better by the end of the year, which, let's be honest, probably not going to happen. So onto my Disney bucket list, and the big thing, the number one thing on my bucket list is I want to tick off my last 3 Disney castles. So I was planning a trip either at the back end of this year or March time next year to Asia, and I was going to do Tokyo, Shanghai and Hong Kong, and it's still going to happen at some point, but I just don't know when at the moment. But I really want to go and visit my last 3 Disney parks. My friends and I were going to do this big 2-week holiday and tick off everything and do some extra bits as well, like spend some time in Tokyo and things like that. So pretty gutted that there's no kind of date on it now. But that is the big thing. I want to go to Tokyo, I want to experience Disney Sea, I want to go and see the huge castle in Shanghai and tick those final 3 castles off my list, go and do that Beauty and the Beast ride, which looks insane, and Zootopia and all that sort of thing, which I can wait for now and wait for them to open and go and do them. But that is the big thing, that is the ultimate goal, to have visited all 6 Disney parks in the world, and I know within the next kind of 18 months to 2 years, hopefully I'll have the chance to make that happen. One thing we were planning on doing was this year, but obviously is not happening now, was we were going to try and do a Disney cruise around Europe. And so Disney cruise is on my bucket list, but specifically the Caribbean one, the one that visits Castaway Cay. And if you don't know, that's Disney's private island where they dock the ships in the Caribbean, and you get to spend the day there. And I'm just kind of gutted that I'm going to have to wait even longer for that now, but I'm going to, you know, stop talking about being gutted about waiting, because everyone's in the same position. But yeah, it was on my list of things to do. Disney, everyone keeps saying to me, Charlotte, you've got to do a Disney cruise, you've got to do a Disney cruise. And I was actually going to try and do one in September with my mom, and it wasn't booked or anything, we haven't had to cancel. We were going to try and get like a last minute thing, and it would have been absolutely amazing. So Disney cruise is still definitely on my bucket list, as is visiting Hawaii and visiting Aulani. So I want to go to Hawaii anyway, like just even if I don't stay at Aulani, but I do really want to do a couple of nights there. Got a couple of friends that are doing a honeymoon there in a few months time, well, hopefully, fingers crossed. And yeah, I just really want to go. I want to go and see Hawaii, see Aulani, and just actually spend some downtime at a Disney resort, because when I go to Florida, I pay for all these Disney resorts and I barely spend any time there, let's be honest. So this is a great opportunity to kind of mix kind of the Disney element of it with some downtime, some relaxation, some different activities. So Aulani is still definitely on the bucket list. If you can hear somebody bumping around in the background, that is Adam making himself a cup of tea. So another item on the bucket list is I want to stay at a 7 Seas Lagoon resort. So that's either the Contemporary, the Grand Floridian or the Polynesian. This kind of fits into a bigger bucket list item of I want to stay at every Disney World resort, and I've stayed at 8 so far I think, but there's quite a lot of them. So I've done Pop, 2 of the All Stars, I've done Art of Animation, Port Orleans, Caribbean Beach, Old Key West Beach Club. So I've done 8 of them. And I really want to stay at one at around Seven Seas Lagoon. I want to be able to get up and get a boat to Magic Kingdom, or walk to Magic Kingdom, or get a monorail to Magic Kingdom at the end, or mainly when I get the monorail back at the end of the night, and just be like, oh, I'm already at my hotel. And I think a lot of people would really love to stay there. We love the Epcot Resort area. Adam is a big fan of the Epcot Resort area, and he prefers it to Seven Seas Lagoon. But at some point, I will be able to stay there. So I think my first choice is the Polynesian, followed by the Grand Floridian, and then the Contemporary. Polynesian, I would love to stay in one of those beach huts on the front, where you just, you know, open your doors and, oh, there's Seven Seas Lagoon and there's the Magic Kingdom. But they cost a bit of money, so it's a pipe dream for now. It's on the bucket list. None of these things have to be rushed. I have my whole life to do all this stuff. Can space it out nicely, but yeah, it would be so amazing to do that. And then obviously ticking off all of the resorts would be incredible. I love staying at a Disney resort. I love all the different things about them. I love that the values are Disney themed and you're really immersed in the magic, but I love as well that the deluxes aren't, and it just feels like a little bit of luxury, a bit of a pamper, and you get so many good benefits staying there. So yeah, definitely want to tick them all off. I collect the pins for them, and so far I have 7, because All Stars just has 1 pin, and I want all of them. While staying at every Disney hotel, I would also like to eat at every Disney World restaurant. So I love food, I love Disney food, I love the food in the restaurants, and I really enjoy when I go to Florida spending my time eating my way around Disney. I like a table service restaurant. I like to sit and relax for an hour. I know, shock, the girl that runs around trying to get everything done at 500 miles an hour really likes to stay and take an hour, 2 hours to myself with Adam or my mom or my auntie or friends, and just sit and chill and have a nice meal. And I like doing that. And when we go to Florida, we really try and balance the mixture of restaurants that we love and have done before, and then also new restaurants as well. So I always try and get at least 2 or 3 new restaurants on kind of our dining plan reservations. And yeah, we love it. We just love ticking off new experiences, and we love our old favourites, but I would like to tick them all off. There's a few that really kind of still stick out that I haven't done yet. So you guys know I love steak at Disney. My favourite is the Yachtsman, but I'm really intrigued to see what Le Cellier's steak is like. I still haven't done it. I just haven't got round to doing it, because I know we're going to get a great meal at the Yachtsman, so I always like to use my 2 credit steak meal there. But I think next time we go, we will book Le Cellier at some point. And there's also Momoto Asia in Disney Springs that I'd really love to try as well. So slowly making my way around them all, but still going to those old favourites as well. So here's a bit of a left field one for me. If you know me, I'm not that into exercise. I do love a bit of yoga. I love to walk, and I just keep fit because I know I need to keep fit. I don't get much enjoyment out of it, but I do kind of want to do a Run Disney. I have friends that do that. I mean, they're mental in my eyes, but they do all the races in one weekend, and I'm like, wow, how do you even start doing that? I think a 5k or a 10k is enough for me, to be honest. I'm actually intrigued to try and do a weekend. I think Adam would probably try and run a half marathon, or the full marathon actually, if we made a kind of a weekend of it. He wouldn't stop to see the characters. Obviously the big kind of draw for me is that you get to stop every so often and see the characters. It's not really about being timed doing it, it's more about meeting different characters as you go round. And I think that I would like to do one day, maybe just one, probably not more than one, but I would like to do one at some point. Let's talk about park tours, because I did the Walk-in Waltz Disneyland Footsteps tour in Disneyland last year, and it was honestly one of the best Disney experiences I've ever had. Absolutely incredible. You get to go into Walt's apartment. I'll leave my blog post down below so you can go and read. I didn't film the tour because I wanted to completely immerse myself in it. You're not allowed to film in Walt Disney's apartment. Actually, fun fact, you're only allowed your photograph taken from one angle. It's the angle approved by the Disney family, and yeah, you're not allowed to do anything in there other than look round. No photos, no videos, nothing. But it is so worth it. It's about $100. You get lunch thrown in as well, and it is an incredible experience. I would highly recommend it. So in November, I really wanted to do the Keys to the Kingdom tour in Magic Kingdom, and that's where you get to go into the tunnels under the Magic Kingdom and learn a bit more about how they built it and how it is built. And I never got round to it because it's probably not something that Adam would want to do. I know my mum would have done it, but I didn't want to kind of mix up our holiday with it. So probably the next time I go to Disney World with friends or solo, I will make time to do that tour, providing it's on, obviously, in this COVID world. And I'm very excited. It's something that I've wanted to do for ages, but again, I've just never got round to it. You might have noticed in the past, I'm quite rigid with my Disney plans, and I love what I love. So I love going and doing things a couple of times. I love riding rides a few times. I love eating at restaurants over that. But I am starting to take in new experiences. It's definitely something that I was really bad at in my early 20s, but as I get into my 30s, I'm all for a new experience now. So definitely want to start doing things on Disney holidays that I haven't done before. We want to go horse riding over at Wilderness Lodge and spending some time just, you know, doing things that we haven't done, drinking around the world we've never fully achieved. Yeah, lots and lots of things. Most of it is on this bucket list, but there's obviously a few kind of little bits here and there that I would love to do. So yeah, tours is one of them. I'd love to do the Keys to the Kingdom tour. I'd love to do the Wild Africa Trek tour as well over at Animal Kingdom. And yeah, I'd love to just spend some time doing some more slightly non-Disney things, but still on Disney, if that makes sense. And then finally, the last one, because we haven't talked about Disneyland Paris, and I do love Disneyland Paris with all my heart. I don't think you can compare any of the Disney parks. Paris is a gem in its own right, and I have more appreciation for it after reading Disney Wars, when Michael Eisner just wanted to build the prettiest castle, and I think he did a pretty good job, to be honest, because Sleeping Beauty Castle in Disneyland Paris is absolutely stunning, as we both know. One thing I really want to do is I want to stay at the Disneyland Hotel, and I'm not talking about just any old room. I want a room where you look out and you see Disneyland Park outside your window, and that's what I want to do. I know it's very expensive. It's one of the Disney like big luxuries, being able to see a theme park from your room. You know, you can't do it at every Disney in the world, so I really want to do that one day. I mean, I would love to stay in any room, let's be honest. Like, I would just love to stay there. But if we're going to go bucket list, and we should be aiming high, I want to stay with a theme park view. So yeah, those are my big Disney bucket list items that I really want to tick off over the next couple of years. I say next couple of years, that's probably a 10-year plan, to be honest. Let's be honest, because Disney keep adding new things. I will add things to this bucket list, I'm sure, as time goes on. But 2020 has given me a good chunk of time to do some reflection on what I want, my goals, my dreams, and it may seem silly to some having a Disney bucket list, but I love it. I love it so much, and there's just things that I really want to do and want to really make sure I make time for, because if 2020 has taught us anything, it is to make time for the things that you love. Life is short, you don't know what is going to happen, and I just really want to spend my time now doing things that I just love to do, and new experiences, and traveling, and just, yeah, having the best time. And I know people hate this saying, but living my best life, and making sure Adam and I are living our best lives. So thank you so much for watching. Really hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to let me know below what's on your Disney bucket list. I would love to hear, and I will see you all very soon in another video. Bye guys.